Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Yousef Khalidi. I'm a corporate VP at Microsoft. My job at Microsoft is to build the actual cloud. So this morning, we heard from multiple speakers telling us about the cloud on a high level. I actually built one with an army of people with me, of course. So we'll tell you actually how customers are using it in the media sector and actually across the spectrum of enterprises. A bit of a personal story first. 12 years ago at Microsoft, we started a journey to build something to run applications way out there, the cloud, basically. The first 5 years or so, we were just building it, and many enterprises were asking the questions you guys are asking. Do I trust this thing? Where is my data? What's my compliance story? What's my security story? The last 5 years, things have changed in the industry. Everything I'm going to tell you today is here and now. Actual product, actual usage today, not a future thing. 85% of the Fortune 500 use this platform. 6 of the top 10 banks around the globe use this platform. Governments across the spectrum, and you'll see some logos in a second, use this platform. So again, it's about here and now and the actual cloud here. We talk to many customers around the globe, across virtually every industry you can think of. Media included, retail, manufacturing, education, etc. Everybody going through a model like this, a digital transformation of their business, which starts, as you might expect, with engaging your customers. And all of us have customers. All of us are trying to engage them into our businesses. And it transitions into transforming your product, be it media processing, to how online banking happens, for example. And for that, you have to optimize your operations. That means some people's jobs will change. Some functions will change. It's called evolution. And of course, you have to empower your employees. None of this stuff happens without humans, our people, if you will. And so on, and it goes. Every major enterprise out there is going through this as we speak. I can show you many, many numbers, and the previous speakers have shown you some numbers as well. But these are what's happening out there today. By the time I finish speaking and the next speaker finishes speaking, more than 1 million devices, new devices, will be activated around the globe. These are your phones, my laptops, and so forth. Just imagine the amount of data that's connected out there. Look at how many companies are actually become now young companies. If you go back 40 years or so, most companies were old, 60 years old or so. Now, that it's really the 12-year average is the average of a company, which is S&P 500. It tells you things are moving fast. The previous speakers also spoke of the same thing. Things are moving much faster than before. And numbers like this are all over the map. But it is true that by somewhere around 2025, 60% of all our computing will be done in the cloud. 60%. This also means 40% will stay on premises. And that's why any cloud solution you may want to use has to be a hybrid solution, one that covers the spectrum from on-premises to the cloud. In the media space, it's all about partnerships. It's all about partnerships. A cloud provider like us can provide you near infinite storage, near infinite computing. I'm going to give you some numbers in a second. But the way it happens is through partnerships. So this is just a representation of some of the partners we have today, and you know all the brand names behind me here. They understand the space, the verticals, and the way to distribute the media and how to transcribe it and so forth. And of course, this is part of a bigger ecosystem as well. So let me tell you some stories here, and literally tens of these stories out there. Reuters, for example, nowadays take all the videos and automatically extract the metadata from the videos and use the metadata to direct their videos when you go distribute the videos. Humans, of course, procure get the data, get the videos and so forth, but all the other stuff is automatic. You can run them through software. I'm going to show you a video in a few minutes. Extract all the metadata in there, pass them through a machine learning algorithm, and then depending on your audiences, display the right videos for them. This is here and now, not future. Complex Network does something very similar. I'm not sure if you know about this company. They manage 100 websites globally, more than 54 million viewers daily, close to 800 million video views daily. And the way they manage which video to show to whom, similar to what I told you about Reuters as well, automatically. You can't hire enough people to manage how to display 800 million views daily. It's done through software. Again, here and now, available today. And Jellyfish is a company some of you may know. They do rendering of videos. They're a prime example of the hybrid model I mentioned earlier. They have machines, storage on premises, with these fancy GPUs, what have you, that does rendering. But Game of Thrones shows up. Somebody shows up and they need to get something done right now on a big scale. How do you do it? You're not going to go buy more machines. You burst to the cloud. You get extra capacity online, anywhere you can find the globe. And you can do it right now, or if you're willing to use more like spot pricing and the like, do it over time. Again, here and now, these are real examples. Guys, we have hundreds of these examples out there. So I want to show you how this stuff actually runs on what. So we have this cloud called Microsoft Azure. It's one of the biggest on the face of the earth, and I'll show you some numbers in a second. We have 4 pillars. I want to go through them very quickly. How to become productive on this platform, but getting applications and integration. How it is a hybrid model that utilizes what you have, your assets on premises, plus the public cloud. How it's intelligent, which has machine learning and AI that can automate lots of the tasks. And of course, how you have to be able to trust your public cloud, from compliance to security aspects. So very quickly, productivity. I can literally spend the day on this slide. But what this says is that your companies, your partners, your suppliers can develop applications on this thing. They can combine services together. By the way, Azure is not one thing. It's actually more than 100 services that you can utilize depending on your application set. Include transcoding services, data storage, backup, computing. I can go on and on and on. You can mix them together, do your job, and then distribute the content. And it's about management. One of the previous speakers spoke of management. Managing this stuff is not easy. So it's very important to be able to handle the scale with uniform management across the spectrum. This is just for the geeks among us in the room. You have a lot of choice and flexibility here. This will make sense for some of us in this room. This means you want to use open source, you can use open source. You want to use Linux, you want to use Windows. 50% of the virtual machines in Azure are Linux VMs, for example. And this is a sample representation of the partnerships. Remember the word partnerships, guys. I'm going to keep saying it. And of course, there's a huge ecosystem around this. I showed you earlier a glimpse of the media ecosystem. This is a more of an enterprise software ecosystem. Basically, your public cloud has to be able to run the software you have to go buy and partner with others on. And so it's extremely important to get all the partnerships on your public cloud. Okay? I'm going very quickly, guys, because I want to show you some videos. Hybrid is very important. Before I tell you about this slide, let me tell you why. All of you have assets already somewhere, on premises, in your data centers. You have data that you will feel that for whatever reason must not leave your data center. There are technical reasons, latency and the like, and there are geopolitical reasons. You don't want your data to be somewhere else. We understand that. So for that, you can keep them on premises. For that, you can build your own cloud. And we have combined hardware and software. One of the partners out there can show you one of them, HP. So you can keep stuff on premises. At the same time, you can burst. You can go to the public cloud, which is many, many locations, and you can choose where those locations are. And for this model to work, you need to work among multiple dimensions: security, identity, manageability, and so forth. And the same application, the same workflows have to work across the spectrum. That's a key tenet here, guys. And of course, your cloud has to have the right services to make value of the data and information. Like a previous speaker spoke of, you have to process the data into information, and then a human have to get the knowledge out of it. So we have all this tooling in the platform. Took a machine learning tooling, AI, APIs recognize faces, voices, etc. I'm going to show you a video as well in a second. That's where the value really is. The rest is plumbing, infrastructure. So I'm going to show you a video first, more generically. It's about how we use combination of IoT, drones, and AI. And this is an example that's actually in use in Africa as we speak. Then give you another example how we apply the same technology in the media space. We can get the sound, please. Sound, please. Thank you.
eSmart Systems Connected Drone adds intelligence and mobility to big data analysis, and it's a game changer. The current methods of power line inspections are slow, expensive, and dangerous. Connected Drone is replacing manual processes with Azure-powered machine intelligence. Drones are sent out on beyond line-of-sight missions. Data is collected using multiple sensors and streamed to Azure. Vast amounts of data is sent through power line-optimized deep learning algorithms. Connected Drone updates component registries and pinpoints faults and weaknesses in this vital infrastructure. Connected Drone is feeling the pulse of the power grid and keeps the power flowing.
This is not a futuristic slide. This is a product available today. And it's in use around the globe as we speak. Even the device they were touching, the screen, it's actually available outside if you want to go see it. So again, nothing really new to us. Just want to tell you, people are using this stuff. Now, that was an example of IoT, lots of data going to the cloud, and some machine learning. Let me show you the same kind of technology being applied to the media space. So we have something called the video indexer. And without me talking about it, let me show you the video. And again, it's an actual product.
Media companies today are under tremendous pressure to meet the demands of a 24/7, always-on global audience. Production teams in particular are being asked to create more content faster with the same budget and resources. We've paired Uyala's integrated video platform solutions with Microsoft's cognitive analytics technology, Video Indexer, to help content producers and distributors be more efficient and effective. By introducing artificial intelligence and automation into media workflows, customers can reduce manual tasks, eliminate complexity, and improve the viewer experience. Here's Martin to share more about Video Indexer.
Video Indexer brings Microsoft's cloud AI capabilities to the media and entertainment industry, including natural language processing, vision APIs, and text recognition. Metadata can be automatically extracted and enriched, resulting in better asset management and search, as well as personalization of content and better monetization. Take this video, for example. Microsoft's Video Indexer is analyzing the video and extracting relevant metadata. Our facial recognition software pinpoints when certain people appear in the video, and we're automatically translating any spoken word for closed captioning into Spanish or Japanese or any of 80 languages. All of this information is extracted automatically, meaning you can focus your efforts elsewhere, like creating even more high-value content.
Now that Video Indexer has captured all of this information, Uyala Flex takes the metadata into the platform and automates additional workflows, like triggering review and approval of the asset and transcript, or packaging it for distribution. Customers can also use the same metadata along with the Yalla video platform to deliver personalized video recommendations in advertising. For example, if Adina Menzel appears in the video, we can identify that and serve an ad that features her in the commercial. We're also working with customers to use this metadata to offer personalized linear TV channels. And all of this is built on the metadata originated by Microsoft's Video Indexer.
Microsoft Video Indexer and Uyalla's integrated video platform solutions are a powerful combination. Together, they create better metadata, streamline workflows, and most importantly, deliver richer viewing experiences.
I think the guys outside in the booth have it out there. It uses all the components I mentioned to you earlier to basically remove the busy work of finding the metadata in a video so you can go and you add value on top of the whole thing. Okay, I want to touch on the question of trust and security, and multiple speakers behind me touched on that. And before I read you the slide, again, I want to go back to my personal journey. 6, 7 years ago, when I used to speak to customers, I used to get the usual reaction. I'm not going to put my stuff in the cloud because I don't know where my server is. Can I go touch my data? Can I do this and that? Things have changed. You still have the policy, the control where your data resides. And you can encrypt it, by the way, to make it really secure. But the model has changed because now we have an understanding what should belong on premises, what should stay in your data centers, and what should go to the public cloud. And we have tools like with those behind me to certify that we are doing what we are saying we're doing. And some of you in the industry know what these things are. They include global certifications, SOC 1, 2, and 3, and so forth. Industry-specific ones. For example, we have MPAA, Motion Picture Association of America, which have very strict rules, how data is stored, encrypted, handled, and so forth. And look at the bottom box, if you will. These are government regional certifications. All these governments are using the cloud, by the way, guys. So as I mentioned, governments are using it, financial banks are using it. I don't know about you, but I trust a bank with my money, and they're using the public cloud as well. It has shifted. And by the way, what all these logos means, independent parties audit providers like us to ensure that we're actually saying and doing the right thing with your data. Okay, so I'm going to finish quickly. I want to impress on you what the cloud really is behind the covers. This is a multi-billion-dollar investment, by the way. So Azure today is available in 42 regions. Each region is one or more buildings. We're talking hundreds of data centers, including a global content distribution network. Sorry, move too quickly. And a global network. And without bothering you with the details, it's a huge network around the globe. We own our own fiber under the ocean. You can connect to us publicly, privately, securely. We have amazing infrastructure for security and the like. But again, it's easy for me to talk. Let me show you a video. It's my last video about the main body of that presentation. dramatic video with music and the like. But if you ever go to one of these buildings, and it's very hard to go inside, by the way, security and the like, you'll see what I'm talking about. These are huge infrastructure. You control where your data resides, but it's near infinite capacity for computation and storage. And that's why enterprises are using this stuff. OK, guys, I'm basically done. What I'll tell you is there's a global cloud out there. There's at least another one around the globe, comparable size. Businesses are moving there. And the pillars are very important to enable you to be more productive. You decide where your data resides, on-prem or in the cloud. It's intelligent. It has the mechanical pieces to help you make your job easier. And of course, the trust aspect is a very important to the whole thing. I'm going to end with one video from Scott Guthrie. Scott is the executive VP at Microsoft, responsible for all of cloud and enterprises. He couldn't be here today, but he sent you this message recorded just for you. If you can roll the video, please.
Hi, my name is Scott Guthrie, and I'm the Executive Vice President for Microsoft's Cloud and Enterprise Division. You know, our mission at Microsoft is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. And we're incredibly excited about the strong partnership we have with Al Jazeera to digitally transform media for the future. You know, utilizing the power of the Microsoft Cloud and artificial intelligence, you know, we're helping work together to really redefine how newsrooms work in the cloud, transforming broadcast and using artificial intelligence to enable smart journalism in brand new ways. Al Jazeera's Future of Media Leaders Summit here in Doha is a great opportunity to get leaders of media in the world to really inspire and reimagine the future of what media provides. You know, Microsoft is proud to be a major contributor to help shape the future of the media industry together with you. Thank you, and have a wonderful summit.
Thank you, everybody, and shukran. Thank you.